Morning, everybody. What's going on out there, power people? How are we feeling? Welcome in. Giving you a couple minutes just to get set up here. Let us know if you have questions going into the workout. It's gonna be a good one, I'll tell you that much. Got a little core work, gonna hit some upper body. This is a perfect Friday workout. This is the workout to take on Friday morning before you start your week. Weekend, what? Yeah, and you would be right. We're just gonna skip Saturday and Sunday this week. Folks, as always, if you want to let us know where you're tuning in from, we'd love to hear from you. We always love to hear from people. Always love to know. Or you can stay completely anonymous and not comment. That's an option too. Yeah, this will be a doozy. Hey Paul, happy Friday. Paul and Cleo. Total consistency. The embodiment of consistency, I love it. All right, I think we're ready. What do you think? Okay, good morning everybody, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Happy Friday, you made it through another week. Hope you got great things in store for your weekend. Let's start our weekend the right way. Let's have a great workout. We've got a cardio day this morning, a little bit of yoga flow, build up some heat. Hit the workout, it's gonna be 20 minutes of high intensity conditioning, cool you down on the back end, send you off to whatever you've got in store for yourself for the rest of the day, leading into the weekend. Let's get into the details so that everybody's on the same page as we get ready to go into it. It's a cardio day, like I said. We're gonna be doing 2 rounds, some single arm work. So it's 10 single arm hang power cleans. That would be 10 on the right, followed by 10 on the left. 8 single arm swing snatch. That would be 8 on the right, 8 on the left, going all the way up overhead. And then 6 overhead lunges. And what we're gonna do is 6 lunges, alternating legs. And we're gonna have the weight up in our right hand, and then we're just gonna switch to our left hand and do 6 more lunges. So all in, you're doing 12 lunges, and you're just switching those hands at 6. We're gonna do that 2 rounds, okay? So 10, 10, 8, 8, 6, 6, 10, 10, 8, 8, 6, 6, before we move on to part 2, which is just a 1 by, meaning you're only gonna do it 1 time, and it's gonna be a nice little core burner. 20 crossover V-ups from your back. We're gonna bring that right hand to meet that left foot right in the middle of our body, okay? 20 alternating sides, so 10 with the right to left and 10 going the other direction. Then we've got 15 Russian twists and 10 skyscrapers. So again, this is 1 time through what you're seeing there at the bottom of the board after doing 2 times what you're seeing at the top. That's all I've got for you. It's gonna be a great day. Of course, we're gonna introduce these movements and warm you up with them in the front half of the class. With that said, you know, Paul and Cleo, you are the embodiment of consistency, but so is Morgan here. Morgan is back for more, a glutton for punishment. She's gonna be joining us. If you have questions about where you should be or when you should be there, you can always glance up at your screen. Morgan's a great pace car. She's gonna keep you in track and help you know where to be. You ready? I'm ready. Let's come to standing at attention. Happy Friday, thanks for joining us. Feet together to touch, eyes closed, hands down by your side. And we're gonna practice something right now. We're gonna practice some really long, slow breathing. And it's all gonna be through the nose. So what I want you to do is try to count out 5 seconds of inhale through the nose. and then 5 full seconds of exhale through the nose. And I'm gonna give you some time here. Just do that a few times, really slow. 5 full seconds in, 5 full seconds out. Maybe one more, if you've got one more in you, really deep. 5 seconds inhale through the nose. 5 seconds exhale through the nose. Excellent. Let's open our eyes. Let's get ourselves ready to go, starting with mountain pose. Just reach your hands up high. Pinkies towards the front of the room, palms facing each other. I want you to take your right hand, capture your left wrist. We're gonna take a nice big side body stretch, up and over the top. You're probably just rolling out of bed, so just take it easy so far. Just come back to the middle, switch up. Opposite hand, opposite wrist. Good, back through the middle here. Reach those hands high, open arm twist. Right arm to the back, left arm to the front. Pull the right hip forward, then sweep up into mountain pose and switch sides. Mountain pose. Take a forward fold, head and chest, lowering down to the floor. Widen out your feet. This is a great opportunity just to relax and decompress down here. Feel how your low back just sort of sinks a little bit down towards the floor, right? Give up some of the tension in your core right now. Give up some tension in your neck. Let your head hang really long and loose down to the floor. Walk your hands out to the left side of the body. Walk your hands out to the right side of the body, kind of back and forth right now. Beautiful. I want you to roll back up into mountain pose now, okay? Again, it's early. Take your time. Slowly bring your body back up overhead. So hands are high. Interlace all 10 fingers. Press palms up this time. Pull wrists back just a little bit. And now I want you kind of to tick-tock back and forth. Similar to what we did just now, but with a slightly different hand position. And then again, open arm twist, right arm back, left arm forward. This time, right arm is going to sink down. Left arm is going to reach high. Good, mountain pose. Switch directions, left arm back, right arm forward. Get that length and then, yeah, take that little back bend. Mountain pose once more. Forward fold. Again, head and chest lowering down towards the floor. And from here, we're gonna take a high plank pose. So plant your hands and step your feet back. You're locked into position here at the top of your high plank with your shoulders right now are stacked over your wrists. Your abs are on, your hips are in line with your shoulder and your heel. So one long line of energy. And as always, you're probably already doing it at home, but some small movements forward and backward, side to side, circles clockwise, circles counterclockwise. And then what we're gonna do is take pigeon pose for about 10 seconds on either leg. So just fold that right leg across in front of you. Use your left toes to pull your body back and lengthen out the position. Don't force this, it's very early. We're just kind of opening up the hip here. Good, and then go ahead and plant your hands, step back to high plank, and we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So left foot folds across in front, right? Again, using the right toes, I like to almost pull myself backward as opposed to leaning down forward in this position. My goodness, I think we're getting some comments. I think the people, they're waking up. Brittany, you're in the house. Diana, welcome. Terry in St. Paul, Tara, Renee, Hannah, love it. Madeline, welcome. This is great. High plank for me, everybody. Plant your hands, step your feet back. We're gonna keep with this theme. Right foot up, outside right hand, a little bit of hip grinding here. So now we're taking a little bit of a different approach, still focusing on hips, still getting everything ready to go with the legs. Go ahead and if you're ready to floss back and do a wide half splits. And again, Morgan was going for a deep quad stretch, perfectly fine. You can all play an audible and move around in different motions, whatever your body needs. Okay, step your right foot back. We're gonna do the same thing on the left side, left foot up, outside left hand. I promise we're gonna get it going here. We just wanna take the time to warm up, move the hips, get the body prepared. Good, same thing here, wide half splits, shifting back, sinking your head and chest over that front leg. Maybe flossing, so you're going back and forth, front to back, front to back. Beautiful, high plank. And then from here, we're gonna get 10 shoulder taps. So everybody, you're locked into high plank. Right hand's gonna touch left shoulder. Left hand is gonna touch right shoulder. Just warming up the upper body. And just because we haven't warmed up too much, I want you to press right back to downward facing dog. No low plank, no upward just yet. Hold downward facing dog. Move around here a little bit. You can pedal it out. Twist your torso. Drop your chest through those quads. Awesome, and then step all the way up to the top of your space. We're gonna start to get going with 20 jump and touch, so reach your hands back high. They're not meant to be punishment. I know you're just warming up still, just kind of rebounding off the balls of your feet. I almost lost the mic there, everybody. Could have been bad, could have been bad. After 20, back to your mountain pose position. This time right hand, left wrist, another side body stretch. Take it across, but drop your right hand down your right leg and see about leaning a little bit further into this. Good, back up through the middle. Left hand, right wrist, other direction. Across, this time it's dropping the left hand. Back to the middle. Bring your arms to a T for me. And just start to bring some movement into those arms. Shoulder sweeps forward, small shoulder sweeps, and then we can amplify that until we're taking big sweeps forward, really opening up the shoulder. And then come on back to those small circles out to the side. We're going backward now. And then amplify that. Awesome. It's my favorite game. Both hands up overhead. We're gonna go one hand forward, one hand backward. Who can do it? Can you go opposite directions? Can you go? Uh-oh, Morgan. Mountain pose, everybody. Take forward fold, head and chest lowering down towards the floor. Double wide your feet now. Go really wide for me. Left hand's gonna come to right foot. Right hand's gonna reach high. Take that nice big spinal twist here. Try to decompress your mind from what I just asked you to do. I mean, is that not one of the hardest things in the world, especially at 5:30? Switch it up, right hand to left foot. Left hand reaches high. Good, now go back and forth a little bit. You can move at your own pace. What feels good? What feels right? Beautiful, back to the middle, high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back. All right, I want you to pull your right knee up to your nose and just hold it there. Hold it there. Now step it back. Left knee up to your nose. Now step it back, just like that. Give me 10 more, just like that, nice and slow. We're not going full speed. You're really pulling the knee up to your nose. And then afterward, everybody, when you finish these reps, I want you to flow at your own pace through low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. So that's where we're all gonna meet up and decompress here. Hey, Ava. Welcome in. Happy Friday to you. Right back. All right, everybody, go ahead and step on up to the top of your space. Let's get into some of these movements a little bit. What we're going to do is we're basically going to take them apart with two hands, first and foremost, in particular the hang power cleans and the single arm swing snatch. So for our hang power cleans, we're going to start with hands on the outer handles of our torpedo. If you're using a dumbbell, just grab the heads of your dumbbell. And all we're going to do is we're going to start with 5 curls. So you can just curl the weight up to the shoulder. Not going to overcoach this or overcomplicate it. 5 curls. After 5, all we're gonna do here is we're gonna dip and drive. So we're just gonna use our legs, right? A little dip, a little drive, right? We're loading up and then firing through. Unlike a curl this time, where we let the weight get away from us, I want you to keep the weight really close to your body. So if you wanna look at your screen momentarily, it's gonna end up looking like this. All right, so it stays really close to our body and we kind of turn it over as it gets to the shoulder, okay? Let's go ahead and give it 5 tries. So a little dip and drive, pulling it up to the shoulder, and the big thing here is we're keeping it nice and close to our body so it never gets away from us. So think high elbows and then fast elbows. Beautiful. And then swing snatch. To do this, we're gonna do some hang to overhead. So go ahead and load up again, same position. We're gonna load up to that hang position, and we're pulling it all the way overhead in one fluid motion. Go ahead and give me 5 hang to overhead. There you go, and I promise what this is gonna do is this is gonna set us up for success when we get into the other movements, which is a single arm hang power clean and a single arm swing snatch. When you've got those 5 reps complete, set it down. Not gonna overcoach the lunge. Just make sure that you step out, drop the back knee down. Don't be on a tightrope, give yourself some shoulder width distance, and step to the back of your space. 6 lunges, please. Everybody at home, rocking out these 6 lunges. If the legs are still a little sore, a little tired, take them slow. Awesome. After 6, everybody return to the top of your space. 20 jump and touch. Again, rebounding off the balls of your feet. And after 20 jump and touch, you don't have to like it. You just have to do it. 5 grounded jump and touch. Tapping the floor, then reaching those hands back overhead. And then we can all meet up in mountain pose once more. Mountain pose. So everybody's here in mountain pose. Now take forward fold. Head and chest lowering down to the floor. And again, into a high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back. We did them slow last time. Let's do them with a little bit more speed. 20 narrow mountain climbers. Pulling knees up between the elbows, sort of running in place here a little bit. It's like high knees, from plank position. Then again, low plank, upward facing, and downward facing dog. Nice job. When we're in downward facing, dropping that chest through, sinking those heels, seeing if those feet and those calves feel like they're loosening up a little bit. And then three-legged down dog, reach your right heel up. Low lunge, step through, stack your front knee over that front ankle, so adjust as needed. And remember, your chest isn't just laying on your quad right now. You've got length through the torso. Now, crescent lunge. Chest comes up, hands come high. Good, everybody, one-legged mountain. Left knee up to the chest. What we're gonna do from this one-legged mountain is we're gonna transition to warrior three, hinging all the way forward, arms stay out over the head, left leg goes long. Nice job. If you fall, no problem. Come on back to one-legged mountain. That was one rep. Give me two more of those transitions from one-legged mountain to warrior three for a total of 3 transitions. And again, you're just feeling the ground through that right leg. Beautiful. After the third one, you can drop step into crescent lunge. How are we doing, Morgan? Too early for balancing? Too early for balancing. Warrior two, which is a little bit, you got 2 legs on the ground now. Extended side angle, shifting forward and down. Reverse it. Low lunge, swing your hands down to either side. High plank, low plank, upward facing, lift the chest. Good, downward facing dog, curl the toes under, send the hips high. Step on through, have a seat on your butt, lay all the way down on your back. We're gonna start with our V-ups, okay? So if you were laying down on your back, you kind of had your arms out to a T, your legs were long out in front of you. The idea is if you drew a line straight up from your hip, that's where your foot would intersect with your hand at the top, right? Not too high, not too low. I don't want the upper body doing more work than the lower body. I want everything coming together right in the middle. So what I'm gonna have you do is just 6 reps. Right hand meets left foot, and then left hand meets right foot, really peeling up, folding yourself in half, meeting right in the middle. And check Morgan's speed if you're glancing at your screen. Really controlled, right? Not spastic pace. Good, I want you to sit up. Unloaded Russian twists right now. Ideally, maybe you even float the heels up off the ground, hands in front of you, and then go ahead and be twisting to the side. Let's get 8 Russian twists. Nice job. Keep the core tight. Keep it in. We're gonna do all 3 ab movements right now. We're gonna run the gamut, my friends. And then skyscrapers. I encourage people to put hands down by their hips. Some people like to do other things. However you wanna do it, you're gonna extend the legs out, pull the knees to your chest, kick those legs up to the sky like you were a skyscraper, and then you're gonna go ahead and bring it back down to that extended position. Just give me 4 skyscrapers. The idea is getting those hips as high off the ground as possible, as much up onto your shoulder as possible. After 4, you can rock and roll, find your way to downward facing dog. Nice job. However, you got to get back to downward facing dog. This is your chance to pedal it out, to breathe. Let's give everybody a chance to catch up. We're going to meet up in downward facing dog. Good stuff. Everybody hanging in there? Everybody doing okay right now? I'll take that as a yes. 3-legged down dog. Left heel reaches high. Good. Take low lunge. Again, check. Your torso is up off your quad. Lift on up to crescent. Chest comes up. Hands come up. Active shoulders, 1-legged mountain, right knee pulls through, and I think you probably know the drill here. We're gonna transition 3 times. 1-legged mountain to warrior 3, back to 1-legged mountain, back to warrior 3. After the third one, it's a big drop step into that crescent lunge position, okay? So big drop step into crescent lunge. Nice job, Morgan. Folks at home, it's not easy. It's not easy to do those transitions. Warrior 2 will do the trick. Good, extended side angle. Reverse your warrior. Swing your hands down to both sides of your front foot. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Again, flip your toes, lift your chest, and downward facing dog. And that's gonna get us to an opportunity for us to get into these movements again. Step to the top of your space. All right, we did it with 2 hands, now it's time to do it with 1 hand. So we're gonna start with these hang power cleans. Let's start on the right side. So you're gonna have a full grip on the center handle, all right? Essentially the same movement. Instead of it tracking up the front of your body, it's gonna be tracking up the side of your body. So we're gonna dip and drive just like we did. High elbow, keeping the weight really close to our midline. Fast turnover, and then you're gonna end up racking the weight here in this shoulder position. So if you wanna look at me for a moment, I'm gonna show you what a couple reps look like. All right, we're catching here in this little quarter squat before we stand up, and we bring it back down to the hang position. One more time, this is what it's gonna look like. Load, pull it, receive it, stand, and bring it back down to that hang position. Let's give it a try, all right? Why don't you go ahead and give me 3 reps on the right, 3 reps on the left. Nice job. If at any point this just feels like a little bit too much to wrap your mind around, you can always turn this into a hang power curl, where all we're doing is using a little bit of hip action and curling the weight to our shoulder, right? The power clean, where we pull underneath the weight, is a little tricky. It's a little bit of a higher complexity movement, but do not feel bad if you need to modify to that hang power curl. Perfectly good. You good? Folks at home, you good? You just get 4 and 4? Set the weight down. Shake it out for a second. We're gonna move into a swing snatch. It'll still be on the center handle. We'll swing it back between the legs as we drive those hips through. High shrug, high elbow, all the way up overhead in one fluid movement. Grab your weight, center handle. Go ahead and give me 4 swing snatch. All on the right and all on the left. So 4 reps on the right, 4 on the left. Nice job. Good strong overhead punch out. After 4 on the right, I want you to switch it up. Find your way to that left hip. Awesome. Hey Jordan, happy Friday to you as well. Thanks for joining us. All right, set it down, shake it out. When we do our overhead lunges, we are gonna be single arm. I wanna make sure that the bicep is really glued to the ear as we do this. Other than that, you're just taking a standard lunge, okay? Pick your weight back up. Last thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna do 4 total. So bring it up overhead in the right hand. Give me 2 lunges with both legs, right? Alternating legs. And then I'm just gonna have you switch it up to the left hand. Give me 2 more lunges. See how that feels. Again, keeping that good active shoulder. Step back, set it down. Beautiful. Off to the side. Everybody, come to the top of your space. Mountain pose one more time. Reach those hands high. Take forward fold. Take high plank. Plant your hands and step your feet back. Good low plank. Upward facing. Hold upward facing for me. Drop the right shoulder. Drop the left shoulder. Just kind of open things up. Find downward facing dog one more time. Send the hips side. Drop your chest through. Pedal. Breathe. Twist your torso. And then get on up to the top of your space, because it is time. It is time to start this thing up. Are you ready? Feel good? Folks, meet me at the chalkboard. Come on over here. Let's take a look at this again. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Cardio day, huge cardio day. 2 rounds, 10 single arm hang power cleans on the right and on the left. 8 swing snatch on the right, on the left. 6 single arm overhead lunges. 6 with the weight up overhead in your right arm. 6 with the weight in your left arm, right? Alternating legs the entire time. You're gonna do that twice, right? Don't miss that. Twice on that first part, and then 1 times through 20 V-ups, crossover V-ups, 15 Russian twists, and 10 skyscrapers. It's gonna be a great workout. You got this awesome core day mixed in with this upper body work. I love it. I hope you're loving it. Morgan, I know she loves it. She doesn't even need to tell me. I just know it. We're about ready to start this thing up. Folks, if you ever have questions, let us know. Ping us on the comments board. Otherwise, producers, I believe we have 10 seconds on the clock. There we go. We did it. We did it. We're counting down, everybody. Here we go. 10 single arm power cleans. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. On the right side, 10 repetitions. Perfectly fine to modify again with that high pull and aggressive curl. It's okay to turn it into a muscle curl. Hannah, I love it. Sun's coming up. Beautiful. Hopefully it'll bring a little bit of warmth there to that 10 below Minnesota polar vortex. Just thinking about it makes me cold. Okay, so this is one of those days where we don't have, clean time breaks, right? Where it's not, 3 minutes of this, then 2 minutes of this, and it's just sort of ongoing for 20 minutes. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is work pretty hard. Get through this chalkboard one time, glance up at the screen, get a sense for how long it took you to complete one full chalkboard, and then give yourself a specific round count. I swear, you're gonna always get more out of your workouts when you have a target than when you're just sort of aimlessly going. Now that being said, if you woke up this morning and it just didn't feel like your day, and you are working against your better instincts, and you're here anyway working out with us, and you don't want to challenge yourself like that, and you do just want to coast through this thing, that's okay too. That's okay too. From time to time, give yourself permission to just check the box. Nice job. So 10, 10. Now we're on to those 8 single arm swing snatches again, keeping the weight close, pulling it out, all the way overhead, and then punching strong. And this is going to transition back into our overhead lunges. And again, when you get there, I need a good, strong, active shoulder, okay? So really pushing up on the weight. That bicep really close to the floor. Don't let it drift out to the side. Don't let your elbow bend. You've got a good, strong structure stacking up that weight. Nice job. After 6 reps, holding it in your right hand, you're just going to switch hands. Nice job, Morgan. Making sure I didn't miss any questions. I don't think so. I think we're doing all right. Remember, 2 rounds. 2 rounds. So when you finish those lunges, you go right back into those hang power cleans. Nice job. Now I'm going to tell you something. You keep working. Just listen to my voice. One of the things we see a lot in the classroom when we're doing these classes is on a swing snatch, people tend to swing and pull the weight to the shoulder and then press the weight out overhead. I want you to think that you are pulling the weight all the way overhead. You don't press on a swing snatch. You pull all the way. So highest elbow for as long as possible, and then you're really just hooking the weight overhead into that strong finish position, okay? That's something that I need you to be thinking about. If you ever feel like you're pushing on a swing snatch, we're missing the boat. Good job, Morgan. Like I said, you're going to get some upper body work today. There's no question about it. Arms and shoulders are going to be popping. Awesome job, everybody. Remember, what we're going to do is we're going to finish this board. We're going to check the screen, get a sense for how much we think we can accomplish, give ourselves a round count, give ourselves a goal. After this second round, when you're done with these lunges this time, you're going to be moving on to those 20 crossover V-ups. That's 10 per side, right? 20 total. 15 Russian twists. If you're really worried about it, do 16 for that symmetry, and then 10 skyscrapers. How are we feeling out there? How are the arms? How are the shoulders feeling? I know it's been a tough week, hard week of training. We doing okay? All right. Good. So when we finish those lunges, 12 lunges, right? 6 in the right arm, 6 in the left, we are ready to go into this ab portion, this core work, all right? 20 crossover V-ups. Remember, I want the hand and the foot to meet right at the center point. Right at the center point. Try to peel your shoulders off the ground and even try to lift the hip a little bit, right? So as you get to the top, really trying to have the smallest amount of contact with your lower back in the floor at any time. But get to the point where you've got as much of your body up off the ground as possible. And I love it. Again, if you watch Morgan, she's moving with a lot of control right now. You could absolutely turn this into something a little bit crazy, a little bit spastic. We want to avoid that. We want to be controlled the whole time. We're going to go into Russian twists. All right? Morgan's going to go unloaded, heels floating. You all can use your weight if you like. Either way, we're getting a good twist side to side, keeping the abs turned on for 16 total repetitions. And then arguably the hardest part is gonna be these skyscrapers. Remember, leg extension into a high kick, basically a shoulder stand. We're getting as high off the ground with those hips as possible. And it's the same deal. Control, control, control. Job. All right, so folks, Morgan's just wrapping up a full chalkboard. You might be somewhere in front of her, might be somewhere a little bit behind her. When you finish, just take a look at the clock, okay? So, you know, we got about 12 minutes left. It took roughly 8 minutes to get through that first piece, which means that we want to get through a whole nother chalkboard for sure, and then maybe the upper body part of our third round. So maybe a little bit of the hang power cleans and single arm swing snatch and overhead lunges in the third round. But one thing you do know is you're not gonna do this 5 times. So you can start to wrap your head around an aggressive pace for this second cycle through the chalkboard. Good job. Keep the weight close, fast elbow, punch through on these power cleans. Got it, everybody. Come on. Folks, under a minute to the halfway mark. Good job, Morgan. Keep going, keep going, keep rocking. Everybody at home, you're doing great. If you're not hearing me, it's because I'm working out with you right now. Oh. Woo. Nice job, everybody. Awesome. Checking in because we're crossing over that halfway mark. We're coming down the mountain now. Paul, you know, I don't even know what to say about that comment. Hallie with the best playlist. Just as long as you know that the playlists you like out of the Alchemy Studios are often really just stolen playlists from what I've created in the past. Just as long as you know where they come from. The origin story of a lot of these playlists, all right? 9 minutes left on the clock, everybody. Remember what we talked about? This is not a 5-round workout. For most people, because Morgan's moving at a pretty good pace right now, we're gonna get 2 rounds complete. You know, maybe there's gonna be about 5 minutes left on the clock, something like that. And then it's just a sprint to the finish. Then it's just how much work can we get done. You're everything that I could ever want. You're
touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven to go, 'cause I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming.
Nice job. This is part 2, right? This is your second time? Nice job. All right. You're actually you're outpacing your first time through the board.
I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors are memories. Now the sun's come down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar-coated love.
Nice job. Awesome. So I don't know if you're like Morgan, maybe it's because you got into the groove, the movement started to gain some familiarity to you, but she actually finished her second cycle through that upper body work a little bit faster than her first cycle, which is great. So maybe, just maybe, we squeak out a third full round. I don't know. We'll see what you got in the tank here. We'll see if you finish as strong as you started, everybody. Come on. Stay in it, Hannah. Jordan, keep rocking. Ava, you've got this. Brittany, Diana, you're doing great. Keep rocking and rolling here for the last 6:45 on the clock. Don't quit now. Come on, this is our Friday morning workout. I know I say it all the time, and it's probably at this point become a cliche, but it's true. The harder you work during this workout, the better you feel going into the rest of your day, right? We all know that. It's just a stone cold truth. So give it your all here. Give it your all for the last, we've got a little over a quarter of this workout left. Give it your all now. Nice job, Morgan. Skyscrapers, right? Lots of control, really pushing the limit on how much elevation you can get, slow and controlled back to the end of that leg extension. All right, Morgan, you got 5:37 on the clock. What do you think? Think there's a chance? Think there's a chance? Folks, there might be a chance. Maybe we get through 3. And again, I'm not physically with you. I don't know exactly where you are, but let me challenge you at a minimum to go for broke here for the last 5 minutes, all right? If you think you've got a little extra gas in the tank, let's use it up. Hannah, round 3, rocking and rolling. Yeah, I know. I wish we could be rocking some regular playlists right now. We've got some royalty-free music playing for you this morning, which is a little unfortunate, but you know I'd have RTJ just rocking right now. Heavy. I know Peloton just recently signed a $500 million contract with Beyonce. We're planning on doing that next month. We're going to put that together. We're just about 30 days behind. It's a Justin Bieber collab. 4 minutes left on the clock, everybody. 4 minutes left on the clock. Enough of my jokes. Keep grinding it out. Nice job. Nice job. Right? Hey, what do you got? What do you got? Can you get through this? Can you get through this? I think it's possible. I'm seeing some negative splits here, right? Rounds are actually getting faster as we go on. Keep it going. You got this, Morgan. You're the pace car. You're the inspiration for the people. Nice job. 3 minutes left on the clock. So close. Let's keep getting through it all the way. Use the hips. Keep your hands on the torpedo. Keep your body in motion. Nice job. 2 minutes on the clock, just about there. The question is, can we get through our V-ups, Russian twists, and skyscrapers with about 1:15 left? Maybe not, but I'll tell you what, we're gonna try. You can bet we're gonna try. Nice job. Up overhead for these lunges. Nice big step. Dropping that back knee south. Keeping chest up, keeping shoulders active. You're in the home stretch. You're up against the finish line here. You can see the finish line. 90 seconds out. Here we go. Morgan's on her back. Wherever you are, just keep yourself going because you've got but 1 minute and 5 seconds left of today's workout. Job. Abs are on the whole time you're doing these crossovers. "40 seconds. Last 30. Russian twist here. Morgan's rocking them. No sweat. Don't go too fast. Keep yourself in proper mechanics, proper form. Just try to keep yourself going, even if you don't finish it all. 15 seconds left on the clock. Last 10. 5 seconds Friday morning. 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice job. Everybody, nice work. Way to go. Shake it out or just lay there doing the bacon sizzle. Whatever you need to do. Great work. How you feel? Feel good? 3 full rounds. Nice job. 3 shy, that's all right. We'll round up, Great job, everybody. Folks, when you are able, go ahead and slowly peel yourself off the ground. Make your way, back to your standing at attention position. We're gonna cool you down here. Give you an opportunity to stretch out. Very proud of you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for commenting. 26 comments. I love it. That's some of that good old-fashioned interaction. Go ahead and just come to that standing at attention position. Come on back to that breathing exercise we were doing at the front end of class, right? Try to take those 5-second inhales through the nose, 5 seconds out through the nose, right? It's gonna be really hard right now because you're huffing, but try to control your breath. Go ahead and open your eyes. Take your hands, gently put them on the back of your head. Just give yourself a little pressure in the neck. Pulling head down, pulling head to the side. And then again, bring your hands up overhead. I'm gonna have you take a right hand, left wrist. Take that big side body stretch. And again, we're gonna drop our right hand down our body. So it should be tracing down the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over the top a little bit further. Come on back through the middle. Opposite hand, opposite wrist. Opposite direction. Left hand drops down so it's tracing down the left side of our body. Mountain pose. Forward fold. Head and chest lowering down. Relax. Let your low back decompress. Let your head hang to the floor. Shake your head yes. Nod your head no. I know I just did that in reverse order. And then find your way to a high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Drop your knees to the floor, find tabletop. Hands to the back of the room. A lot of grip work today. So turn your hands around so that you get a good stretch through the forearms. And then start to work your way in and out of some cat-cow with big trunk flexion, rounding the spine. And then nice trunk extension, sinking the belly button down to the floor. Good, and then folks, come back to neutral, reach your right hand high, rotate open up to the side of the room, thread the needle. Right hand coming across underneath your left armpit. Dropping that right shoulder down to the floor. And you can take your left hand, if you want, just drape it across your back toward your right hip. Y'all did awesome. Great job this morning. Go ahead and release this. Come on back to neutral. And then we're gonna switch it up, so it's gonna be your left hand that does likewise. Renee, that's great, great feedback. You know, and honestly, you can always play with single arm versus double arm, depending on the weight you're using, depending on what the stimulus is that you're chasing. You can kind of always play with that, but it's good for us to make it, you know, mandatory once in a while. Margaret, I wish we could do some work with Queen Bee. Don't hold your breath though, it might be a little while. Come on back to our tabletop position. Widen the knees out, bring the toes together, find your way to an extended child's pose. Hips can sink back to the heel. Use your fingertips to pull your torso long to the front of the room. We really just need to find the next Beyonce. If we can get them early. We can bring those acts in. Hannah, go get them. Go take care of the baby, get some breakfast. Have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for being here. Good, folks, plant your hands, press back to downward facing dog. Your very last downward facing dog. Very proud of you. Thanks for joining us. What I want you to do is step all the way through at this point. Have a seat on your butt, roll down onto your back. Wrap up around your shins, rock and roll like an egg forward and backward. Bring your forehead to your kneecaps. Give yourself a final squeeze, a final big cooling breath, and then exhale, falling out into final resting pose. Take 90 seconds for yourself before you kick off your Friday. Thank you again. Just relax.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart. What is it that you do? Great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on
as always, you can just do nothing right now. You can lay there and you can keep your eyes closed and you can just meditate on the day, whatever you'd like to do. Or, if you feel ready, start with the fingers and toes. Bring some movement back into your body from the edges, slowly making your way into the core. Opening your breathing again. I like when people reach hands above the head, let elbows and wrists sink to the floor, point your toes to the front of the room, and then rock on up to a seated position at the top of your space. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed. Expel all the air out of your lungs. And then all together here, let's take our first big breath in. And out. Our second breath in. And out. And that third breath in. And out. Go ahead and open your eyes. Hey, wherever you are, give yourself a little golf clap. Great job. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday morning. I hope this was a great way to kick off your weekend. I hope you feel more alive now than when you started the workout. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon.
I just want you. I just need